would like to invite you. Awisap na kayo nga lokatan iti Bible iti book ti Malakay, and we'll proceed iti series tayo. We are having a series this month, and our theme for this month iti preaching iti worship service is about defective Christianity. And the last time in Adulta di Malakay, we talked about defective relationship. And for today, iti adalan tayo tagsabak, it's all about defective worshipers. In the book of Malachi, chapter 1, the last time katinala tayo iti verse 6. But for now, I don't like na i-detach tayo verse 6 because silpulat tayo ito'y 687 nga maawatan tayo 87 nga 90 verse 14. And in respect, it is out Apo. I would like to invite you to please to rise up as we read God's word. And I will be reading verse 6. And please do respond iti verse 7. Agsisinublat tayo nga na dito verse 14. I will read verse 6, Malachi chapter 1 verse 6. A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is my honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear or respect? Saith the Lord of hosts unto you, O priest, that despise my name. And you say, in what way have we despised your name? And if you offer the blind for sacrifice, is it not evil? And if you offer the lame and sick, is it not evil? Offer it now unto your governor. Will he be pleased with you? Or accept your person, saith the Lord of hosts? And now I pray you, verse 10. Who is there even among you that would shut the doors for nothing? Neither do you kindle fire on mine altar for nothing. I have no pleasure in you, saith the Lord of hosts. Neither will I accept an offering at your hand. Verse 12, but you have profaned it, in that you say, the table of the Lord is polluted, and the fruit of it, even its food, is contemptible. But cursed be the deceiver, who had in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrificed it unto the Lord, a corrupt thing. For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts, and my name is terrible among the nations. Dear God, we are so thankful to reading this psalm. And for this reason, for this time to worship me, we would like to present it to you. That may you enable us, give us understanding concerning that adalan mitata. We are in a generation where it is very obvious apong there is a great defect. Makikita apo ti defect iti biyag iti anak mo. And we would like to address this issue, for we would like to be spared from your judgment concerning iti biyag apo nga makayayo kaniyam. It is a privilege indeed to be your son, It is a grace. It is a privilege nga naramin mo na kami nga agbaling adipan mo pagabong, slave mo po to serve you. And yet, Lord, in many ways, we have abused this relationship and this privilege that you have given us. And may you correct these things kada kami tatagsapa. It is our prayer that may you make us a better Christian, a Christian na makaitadayaw kanyam in our generation. And it is our prayer, O Lord, that you would grant us a teachable heart and a humble heart to listen concerning this matter. Lord, naturally, we don't like to be corrected. In our nature, Apo, we don't like to be corrected. We don't like to be confronted by our errors. In our pride and in our arrogance, Lord, it pains us. But dear God, may you grant us a spirit, humble and teachable, that in the listening, in the preaching of your word, and as we embody, as we live this truth, may we display a life. We may present a life, a sacrifice, a living sacrifice that really gives honor to your name. For in Christ's name we pray. Amen. Babalik kayo to God. The pagans demands, and they always request a perfect sacrifice from its worshippers. And I remember some of the brethren na nagbaling convert coming from the life and from the bondage of paganism. Magmatitestimonya dang ako nada, when we were pagan, when the priest would, the elder would tell us and would request and would demand a sacrifice, talo nga baka, may isang baka, manong baboy, and yet in our fear, iti butang nila, we will really do our best to look for the best sacrifice as what the priest has demanded kada kami. When the priest would say, kastiti dapat kulay na di baboy, dapat isuti kulay na han nga mabalin nga sabali, or else it will be rejected. And when the pig and when the sacrifice has been butchered, kitaan di lakay no acceptable, babaan di abduna, and no kitaan di lakay, makita di lakay nga dati problema na, another sacrifice will be given, and we are obliged with all our heart, ag-utang kami pa, nga biro kami mananti sa bali nga maparti, just to make the sacrifice and just to make the offering perfect and satisfying, iti sangwana na kitilalakay. And there was a time dati may sakabsat tayo kung nanabiman, mababay na ti sangwana ni Apo Diyos, because when I was so hot iti stand iti paganism, uray na tinadawatan di elder kan di panglakayan idi kan di mambunong ikarkarigatan mi nga alaan, ikarkarigatan mi nga iutangan tapno lang maala di jay kanagbaling nga perfect di sakripisyo. Mababay nak ti sangwana ni Apo Diyos ta, because tatang ako nak nga nailubusak ti susuro iti paganism, I could not even give my best for the Lord, and it shames me. Well, even iti government tayo, our government is looking for the best of the best, the elite of the elites. Just this week, it has been reported nga ni DOTR USEC Cesar Chavez iti MRT, who is the chairman ijay, gave his resignation nga pananapiman, I have failed to do my work. And I don't like to give any other reason nga adu ti alibay ko ti sangwana ni Apo, basta pinmalpakak. And I need nga takder dayto nga talaga nga nagpalpakak ako nga naarami ti parko. It brought him shame iti sangwana ni presidente nga kananapiman dumadawat ti pamakawan kada kayo Apo presidente kung kastam kada kang kakailyan, because hanga nasulbar iti way nga problema tayo. And for this reason I do not deserve to be in this administration. I will not give you any alibi. I failed, and it shames me. I have not solved the problem dapat na sulbarat. He understands nga when it comes to the government, this man understands nga in the service, iti government, it demands the best. It demands the best. Han nga mabaling nga sinsinanlaan. And he was so honest within himself nga makita natin performance ng han na address di jay. Han na nasulbar di jay. And with all honesty, han na mag-take di konsensya na I need to give others I need to leave this position and give others a chance. Tapno baka isudat ti makasulbar ti nga problema. But I would like to admit, I fail. And it hurts me. Well, this morning, ti pagtutungtungan tayo but it's all about by isang area, iti defective a defect in the area of Christianity, and it concerns about daytoy service kun daytoy worshipers kun daytoy offerings dagiti anak iti Apo. It is a privilege kada tayo nga anak ti Apo nga He called us to be His son. He gave us a privilege to serve Him, to offer Him a worship. Well, at the very beginning, natutuson kat hanga kasapulan ni Apo Diyos dagitoy. No, kitaan tayo at the very beginning, hanga kasapulan ni Apo Diyos dagitoy, for who are we to give a sacrifice nga nagapu iti managbasol nga tao. We are just forgiven from our sins. And yet, dahil iti may nga pribilehiyo nga ito diti Apo, nga ito nakada tayo to offer a service, to offer a worship para iti Diyos nga itoy. The Lord did not give us the privilege nga agserbi kapus takakaasi isuna ija langit. Ayo piman ni Apo Dios. He doesn't deserve no tutusan. Uray dagay angels ija langit. He doesn't deserve. He doesn't need dagay no tutusan. But He gave them a privilege. An opportunity was given to the angels. Karkaro kada tayo, a sinner was given kada tayo. Sinner, we came from sin. We rebelled against the Lord, and yet the Lord gave us a privilege to worship and to offer a sacrifice iti Apo. Some people would offer and would worship the Lord as if nga ni Apo Dios kat kasla nga nakabsut kan no awanda kat kasla pimpiman ni Apo Dios. No. The Lord at the very beginning kat makita tayo nga He has everything. He is already complete and He is already satisfied. Di fellowship da nga talo. Natutusan, He doesn't need our worship, but in His purpose, iti panggap na, iti plano na, inikanda tayo iti pribilehyo. Nauray no nakabsot tayo, tapok tayo, kat inikanda tayo iti pribilehyo to render a worship, a service, an offering. Well, this morning, iti pagtutungtungan tayo iti verses nga dito kat is this. The point that I'm going to discuss is this. You can never cheat God in your service and offerings. You can never cheat God in your service and offerings. Since we are given the privilege to serve the Lord, I would like to remind you that as you give your service and offerings to the Lord, your worship iti Apo, may these verses remind you this morning, that ting mensahe iti Apo, remind you that you can never cheat God in your service and offerings. Well, there are three things that I would like to present kada tayo to clarify my point. That yung mensahe ti Apo kada kayo this morning. And to give more the beauty di nga point tayo, I have seen three very important truths that will lead us to this to the appreciation in iti nga truth. And the first kat ito the Lord's shameful accusation. The Lord's shameful accusation. We don't like to be accused. We don't like to be accused of doing something nga hantay mo't ngay naramit. We hate it. So nga mabaling ay dimandam iti tao nga gakakusap kanyang tangagpaiso nga libel. That is the law. When somebody is accusing you of something that you did not do, you have the right to accuse that man and accuse him nga libel or kunatayo kat a law that was given in retaliation for these accusers nga magdadadal iti kanwada. We don't like it. We hated it. But before the Lord, here are people, God's people, being accused by the Lord of something that they have done. And the worst is, it is the Lord Himself na tinangakusar. And when the Lord Himself is na tinangakusar, kababain na ito'y because awan iti palusot tayo. Kababain na ito, ikapusta Ni Apo Diyos mismo, who knows everything, who knows the very intent of their hearts and purpose, He knows everything, and they were being accused of something that they really have done in their lives. Well, I would like to tell you something about dito nga banda. Kitaan nyo dito verse 6. Here is the accusation magapu iti Diyos. I would like to point to you the first accusation. He accused them as cheater in the relationship with God. He accused them cheating in the relationship with God. So ano kita niya verse 6 ko na a son respects his father and a servant his master. If I then a father, where is my honor? And if I be a master, where is my respect? Saith the Lord of hosts, O priests who despise my name. Could you see the pinuntar niya po Diyos dito eh? These people were saying we are the children and we are the people of God. These people were claiming before the world, before their time, in their generation, that they are the servants and slaves of God. And at this moment in time, God saw that there is a defect ito and He confronted them face to face. He accused them of their proper situation iti sangwanan iti Apo. Ibagbagada nga, da kami kat maragragsakan ni Apo Diyos, but here, God was saying to them, you say that you are right before me, may ayo kayo, may ayo ak tibiyag you, but I am not pleased kada kayo. These people have become an opportunist. Iti sangwanan ni Apo Diyos. Opportunista na. They have abused their relationship and fellowship with their God. They have come to a point na yes, these people, probably many of them got saved nga pudpudno, but the problem kat daytoy, they become abusive in their relationship with God. And we hate this kind of people. When people kat abuson da iti kakadwan tayo, abuson da ti talok tayo, abuson da ti friendship tayo, we hate and we don't like these people. And much more ti sangwanan ni Apo Diyos, He is just presenting what is in His heart concerning dito nga tattao who are claiming to be His children. Kunana, you claim to be my children, but why is it that you do not give my respect? You claim to be my people, my slave, serving me, but in the way I look at you, iti panagserbiyo kat you are cheating me. I would like to accuse you as cheaters. I would like to tell you face to face nga na kayo nga anak ko, rebuildi kayo, opportunista kayo. These people have become over familiar with the Lord. And sometimes kunada over familiarity breed contempt. Familiar ka niti tao, mapukaw mo di respeto kanya na. And sometimes makita tayo dagiti ubing because of familiarity kada tayo, nga we are loving to them, we are so caring kanya da. And sometimes dagiti ubing kat they would abuse daytoy kanya kada tayo. There will come a time dilatan na ka, there will come a time sumumbat pa niya because of over familiarity. These people has been insensitive iti puso panrik na ni Diyos Apo nga amada. All that matters kanya da pinapasamak dagiti nga tao kat what they feel. All that matters kanya da kat jay maala da kini Apo Diyos, jay ited ni Apo Diyos kanya da. Handa nga panunot nga anyamat nga tatirik na ni Apo Diyos kanya da the way they act kini Apo Diyos. Kas kunada nga amada kan master da ni Apo Diyos. They have abused jay mercy kan long suffering ni Apo Diyos. Well, it was written jay book iti Roma. Nga God is indeed long suffering dagiti wicked nga tao. Ha kami mat nga nadrusa, is okay nga kastoy tirik na, kaslawan mo timang mangyari kada kami. They have abused iti mercy iti Diyos and they long suffering iti Diyos. And when God saw they think a problem, they think that tao, He gave His accusation. Kunada, the first accusation that I would like to throw before your face is this: my children, you are cheating in your relationship with me. You are a cheater. May kaduang akusasyon dito is this. Kita nyo 97 kinaid. you offer polluted bread upon my altar. And you say, in what way have we polluted thee? In that you say, the table of the Lord is contemptible. Kita nyo na ito. He accused them as cheating worship, as cheaters in their worship of God. They are cheating worshippers of God. Kung ano yung Diyos Canada, yes, inside the temple, you go there. You present your offerings. You were given the privilege nga mangitid iti offering kanyak ijay temple. But here is the problem nga makita ka na kayo. Lukluk konda. Kung ano yung Diyos, you offer polluted, or kahit na sawan di polluted, it is a desecrated, narugitan. Kung maragiti lalakay, awan, hanga mabalin da ito yung sakripisyo. Hamnat nga black, adamat tilabang na. Dapat jay black, awan tilabang na. Haan nga dumanon da ito yung kiniapodiyos. Before the Lord, it is just like that. When He says desecrated, it is an offering that will not pass in the standard iti Diyos. It is an offering that will not be pleasing iti sangwanan iti Diyos. And kunada pa iti worse pa dito katkastoy. They have said it is okay. The table of the Lord is contemptible. Kahit nga sa 1 verse 7, the last phrase nga di ay, it is okay nga i-offer data kiniapo Diyos. God will understand. Makita iti panagabuso da. God has set the standard kastoy, han nga go-offer ti kastoy ti kahit ni Apo Diyos, and here are people ko na, han, manangasimat ni Apo ka, no, dahil tatimaitan mo, di, okay lang, sige. God is understanding. It is okay. Dumanon dahil ta, siya ti bahala. Kas lang ka fixers dahil niya. Iti gobyerno. They're trying to make an illegal way. Iti sangwanan iti Apo to present themselves, iti offering da nga illegal ti sangwanan ni Apo nung kunaraan. Siya ti bahala. Ako ang bahala dyan. Basta ako, ibigay mo lang sa akin yan. Sa akong maglalakan yan. Could you see that iti nga tatao iti sangwanan ni Apo? They are so self-righteous. Here we could also see iti verse 8. Nanya ti kasatlo nga nagbaling nga kinakusap ni Apo Diyos. Isuda. Iti kinonfront ni Apo Diyos isuda concerning diti panagdayaw da. When you go to the temple, yes, adati offerings you, adati sacrifice you, kasi iti hapon nakayatan. Your offerings are blind. So, kung na verse 8, if you offer the blind for sacrifice, is it not evil? It is a question from God. If you're offering before the Lord, kat blind, do you think hangat-hangat dakas diay? How about kastoy? No, mga alakat isakripisyo you, makita kada kayo magsakripisyo kat itialaan nyo kat dagay pilay kandag sa sakit. So the people, they have their adadagitara kanda, and sometimes when they look for a sacrifice, tipilian da, dahito yan, tasayang mat dahito na dumaga na salunat. So tikas ta dagita tao di, dahito yan, dibali, tamat-matay mat langanan, marigat mat no dagay napipintas, dahito yan, tayo sumat lang ang baka hanga bumayag sa isot itad kun. So could you see the thinking of these people? They would present iti lame, dagay pilay, they would present dagay asidugan nga matay. Ket kuna ni Apo Diyos, there is a question from the Lord. Do you think hangat-hangadakas dito? Then He throw them, when they offer an offering, dagiti leaders kan government officials da. When they present an offering, dagiti officials da, kuna ni Apo Diyos, kitaan nyo ti kastayo nag-agitod kayo ti offering nyo dagiti officials you as a sign of your gratitude kanyada kada kayo. Anya ti kastayo, no, the official kada kayo, kat anya ti kastayo kanyada because of the things that they have done, tinulungan na kada kayo, iti position da, anya ti kastayo, you would look for the best nga sheep kantarakan nyo, and you would even give iti governors you. Damawat na kayo. When you present dagijay pilay, titad mo kat dagay building, itad nyo kat dagay agsasakit, kanakukutol nga matmatayan. Would you think your governor would be pleased iti offering mo kanti sacrifice mo? Would you think your governor would be happy kada kayo? Awan ti sumbat ti kita tao ng, how about you, damat na kayo? When you offer something to the Lord, your sacrifice, your body, your service, the fruit of your mouth as a service and offering kanyana, would you think the Lord will be pleased No sinsinan lang, tikas tayo nga agserbi kanya na. That was the accusation and confrontation ni Apo. Mapangka di verse 13 kunana, another connection dito nga sacrifice. Even in the way they serve, you said also, behold, what a weariness it is. It is a privilege to serve the Lord. But here are the people, the priests, the people. When it comes to the Lord, they are complaining and complaining and complaining. Nagaduti complain da. Imbis nga pribilehyo tagserbi, kasla nga ti panangkita da iti panagserbi ti Apo, but it is just a waste of time. The Lord has given you a privilege to serve Him, and yet you think it is just a waste of time. It is just a waste of day. Awan ti maganap mo. Nadagsan dito nga confrontation ni Apo Diyos kanada. And kunapay ni Apo Diyos the verse 13, and you have sniffed at it. You have blown it. Your sacrifice it is ang wana ni Apo. Awan ti patag na kada kayo, saith the Lord of hosts. And you brought that which was torn. And as I was trying nga kitaan, wanya ti original nga kahit nasa one day torn, kathan lang nga nasugat-sugat, but it speaks more gaya nga. Di itadyo pa nga sakripisyo, di pa lang karniro, kundi tinakaw yung katarakan di karubayo. Gapos tamadiyo nga mapukawan kayo, ti kaskas tayo, takawin nyo di karubayo, di tarakan na isuti sakripisyo. Nadagsan piman di jay, nga panang luko iti Apo, right? And kunana jay, the lame and the sick, imayo diti altar, damagot na kayo. I question again from the Lord, should I accept this? Should I accept this of your hand, saith the Lord? Well, there's no more sacrifice kada tayo, nga aramidan na gito. The offerings that the Lord requires tatak, at haan nga di jay kalding kantarakan tayo, nga tagitatarakan tayo tibalay. The Bible said, I beseech you, therefore, my brethren, that you present your bodies as living sacrifice. The offering that God wants to attack is our service. This life will be offered and will be used for the Lord. Another offering that the Lord is expecting kada tayo is the offering from our mouth. When we sing, that's why we sing iti worship service tayo. In our gathering iti service tayo, we sing because it is a sacrifice before the Lord. It is an offering before the Lord. In the way you listen to the word, it is an offering, it is a sacrifice, it is an offering before the Lord, giving your honor. Iti Diyos mo. Your time is your offering before the Lord. Iti half day, manunga oras, nagtuga ka para iti Apo. It is an offering iti Apo. Your gift and skill and talents before the Lord, it is a privilege, it is a way, it is a chance where you could use these things for the Lord. But the question is that, are you giving the best quality of your sacrifice to the Lord? When you do your research, you do the best that you can, right? Because madim nga makaala itinababa nga grado. But before the Lord, it is a shameful, it is a striking rebuke kada tayo that when we give to the Lord, sometimes ada di panunot tayo nga, manakawat mat na Apo Diyos, okay lang diya. Even in the time, even in the way we use our time, the way we use our gifts for the Lord, dumadumak at sinsinan lang. Nadagsan na ito But God has the right to give them the accusations. It is also the same thing kada tayo. What kind of quality or what is the quality of your sacrifice before the Lord? He accused them also of cheating to God's greatness. He accused them of cheating God to God's greatness. Makita niyo verse 6. They have disrespected the fatherhood of God. If I then be a father, where is my honor? They have disrespected their Lord, the Lordship of God. If I then be a Lord, ngayon salakak na kayo tingiwat iti impyerno, then why is it that you could not even give your best ka na? Verse 11, kunanay jay, for from the rising of the sun, even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the nations. No, dagiti pagano kat iti panagdayaw da lang, kat dito lang, iti dayawan da, dagiti jujusan lang dito'y, anito da, dagiti pagano, I would like to tell you, syakti ka nga tuwan nga Diyos, and my limit, kat iti limitasyon ko, kat hanlang nga dito lugar, nga dito iyan nyo. There is no limit kanya. I own everything in this world. I own the time, I own iti existence, iti lubong, tungtungalap diay. My boundaries, iti solar ko, ti teritoryo, hanlang nga dito dagsan. Ti teritoryo, kat awan iti limitasyon na. But you have disrespected my greatness. You have disrespected my name. The name of God would emphasize iti character iti Diyos. It emphasize iti kinangat ngato ti Diyos. A name would emphasize iti office iti Diyos. And my people, you have disrespected me. May sapay, mapangkay dito verse 14, again, kunana jay, the last nga phrase, for I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts. Kitaan nyo na ito'y, they disrespected the kingship of God. Halos nagsilpo yung kingship yung Lord of Lords, who owns everything. Kat nasawan the Lord of Lords, Lord of hosts. Kat nasawan, He is the Yehovah, the self-existing God who created everything and who is taking care, upholding everything. Tungtunglan na tayo amin iti parswana. Awan iti parswana nga hanam mo, iti mapaspasama kasong kunan ni Kristo Jesus, muray di bilit di tangatang awan ti matay without the knowledge of God. I am not just a king, but I am the King of Kings. And Nebuchadnezzar, Daniel, in-acknowledge ni Nebuchadnezzar after nga kinatok ni Apo Diyos ni King Nebuchadnezzar, nga dumteng di tiyempo nga nakakinatok isuna nga mga nisunan iti ruot, nga imatidog iti buhok na, imatidog ti kukuko na, and linimpyo ni Apo ti panunot na, and kunan ni Nebuchadnezzar, awan tagturturay dito daga nga hangay palubos ni Apo Diyos. Ada tinangisad kanya da. Ada tinangisad kanya da nga agturay, and that is God. He is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And here are people, kung ada nakita yung history, how I've shown my fatherhood, how I have shown my lordship, how I have proclaimed my name, how I have proven kada kayo my kingship as a Lord, as the owner of everything, how I rule everything. Nakita mo nga preservar ko da kayo. But the problem kada kayo anak ko, it hurts me so much that as a father, as a Lord, as the Lord of Lords, as your king, it breaks my heart because you have disrespected me so much. And of course, the second point ito, we could also see the people's unacceptable alibi. Well, under the point 1, I would like to say the Lord will shamefully interrogate laziness and shamelessness of His cheating people. He will shamefully interrogate the laziness and shamelessness of His cheating people. And may I lead you also to the second point, Konana. Here I could also see the people's unacceptable alibi. An alibi is a form of defense to prove their innocence. Medyo napuskul pa lang tiro para gito nga tao, because when they were being confronted by the Lord, by God, by the King of Kings, they still reason out before the Lord saying, "Nalinis kami, malinis po kami." And here we could see dito kitaan nyo dyan alibay dango muna dyan verse 6. His son honors his father, and a servant his master. If I then be a father, what is my honor? And if I be a master, what is my fear? Says the Lord of hosts to you, O priests who despise my name. Kita nyo rito, but you say, and yet you say, in what way have we put down your name? Have we disrespected your name? They were already being confronted by the reality, by the King of Kings, by the Lord of Lords, who knows their hearts, the intents of their purpose and motives, and yet they will still make an alibi, they will still give an alibi before the Lord, nga malinis sila. And makita yung iti arrogance na gito yung tao. They have said, anya din kasami nga ng disrespeto tinagan mo, Apo Diyos. Anya ting kastami nga nang ibaba, kanang ipakita nga, naghan nga binano si ka, Apo Diyos, itinagan mo. Well, a name would imply the character of God, nga dinisrespeto mo iti karakter mo. A name would imply iti attributes, ti kinadyos mo, kasat nung ininsulto mo, Apo, ti kinadyos mo, kan ti office mo. A name would imply iti office and would refer to the office of that person. How did we disrespect your office? And very obviously, in bagate na tayo, they have disrespected the fatherhood, the lordship, the kingship of God. And not extend the It is a heartbreaking one because they already, a clear evidence already was given, and yet they still defended themselves as if they are right. Anda pa lang ay tatal na, they have just accepted before the Lord. Kamali kami ngagpaiso. Lord, pakaunin na kami. Another alibi that was being presented, dito verse 7. You offer polluted bread, sumbat ni Apo Diyos. You offered a sacrifice that is not acceptable kanya. And yet you say, in what way have we polluted thee? Referring to their defense. It is a defense proving their innocence of God's accusations toward their service and offering. Lord, we did our best. Nag-offer kami man. Isn't it, Lord? You have given a commandment. Nag-offer kami. We did our best. Nag-offer kami. We went to the Sabbath day. We worshiped the temple. We carried an offering. Anya ti mistake niya, Lord. What can you accuse us of? Anya ti naramit mi nga basol kanya, man nga offense naramit mi kanya. Anda pa lang admitaran nga agpaiso. Yes, they are there. Always the Sabbath day, worshiping the Lord every Sabbath. Ada ti pagkat nga sacrifice offerings da, but the offerings are rejected. Iti puso da kat adayo kaniya Apo Diyos. They go there grudgingly. They go there nga napipilitan. They go to the Sabbath, they go to worship the Lord, no, it is not out of love. It is being forced. So that's why kuna ni Apo Diyos, there was a verse, I think, in Matthew chapter 15, verse 8, nga, their hearts, their lips worship me. Agdaydayaw iti ngiwat na kanyak, but their hearts are far away from me. It is something that we must also check, because every Sunday we come here, ito'y pagurnungan tayo, and examine your life. Examine your life. Examine the intention that you have. Examine if it is from your heart that you are here. The offering is as well. Kung ano niya po Diyos, handa pa lang